Hello, boys and girls, and welcome to The Tilt, a Fiasco podcast. In this show, every week, a rotating cast of actors, writers, comedians, and improvisers will be playing the wonderful group storytelling game Fiasco from Bully Pulpit Games. This week, Chad Kruger, Haley Hunsaker, Trey Burns, Jonathan Margheim, and Bob Morsch will be playing an Old West playset. So without any further ado, let's have the characters introduced by their players. Can we go back to one? Nope, we're too far into it now. I'm just going to have to ride it out. Let's have the players introduce their characters, and let's play Fiasco. Hi, everybody. My name is Bob Morsch, lead singer and driver of the Winnebago. And tonight I will be playing Elijah Persimmon. And my cousin is sitting to my left over here.
Hello, hi. My name is Jonathan Margheim. I will be playing the character of Deadeye Dick Persimmon. I am an outlaw slash pistolero slash badman slash roughneck with the pretty lady here to my left.
Hi, my name is Haley Hunsaker, and I will be playing homewrecker Hannah Malone. But I work with this devilishly handsome man on my left.
I'm Trey Burns, and I'm playing Ronald Lemons Reynolds. And I had a one-time fling with the guy in the computer screen.
And that would be our very special guest, Chad.
Hi, I'm Chad Kruger, producer of The Hooray Show with Horatio Sands, HoorayShow.com. I'll be playing a preacher that started a church in the decent part of town, in the town of Dirty Gulch. And that's what I'll be doing with this person off to my left that I can't see.
What's your name, friend?
Alan Potter is my character. I will be playing Alan Potter. Reverend Alan Potter.
Reverend Alan Potter.
Naturally.
Of course.
Ordained.
That's right. And as usual, we have some needs and things. Our first need is to get free of your lot in life. Our second need is to get away with a magnificent swindle. We have a location which is in the decent part of town, and that is E.A. Lodge, dentist. And we have a couple of objects. One is a spiritualist's bag of magician's tricks and or dicks. And our other object is a heavy sack of gold dust. All right, so Elijah Persimmon is establishing a scene. He's going to go into Reverend Potter's new church that he's just opened up this weekend. And he's going to volunteer his services to the church and ask the Reverend in what way he can help the parish. And this is going to go well for me.
Come in, son. All are welcome. All are welcome here in my parish.
Well, thank you, Reverend Potter. It's real nice to see you. You know, the last preacher we had in here, we had to run him out town.
He was an awful man. Awful man.
He was
I didn't
terrible.
like him very much.
Oh, so you knew him?
He was my uncle.
Ah.
Yeah, he was my uncle, and he was a bad man. I don't want to get into details about how bad he was, but he was just very bad to me, and so I'm glad to see him go.
Well, we are too, Reverend Potter, and we're real glad to see you here now.
Well, the Lord welcomes you, Elijah, into the church for all the peoples.
Thank you very much. It's a denomination I'm not familiar with. I was brought up Methodist, but they were a little bit too lax for me. So, I thought I'd come down here to the church and sort of volunteer my services.
Well, we would love to have you here, Elijah. We're here. We're all about love at the Church of the Peoples here. It's all about the love. There's really none of that Methodist stuff really works here. It's just all about love, really love, like hard love, loving each other. So,
yes, sir, Reverend, loving each other real hard.
Elijah. Yes, absolutely. Is that one of my choir boys? I didn't quite hear that.
Oh yeah, well that's my little
Elijah,
nephew.
Elijah, can you sing?
I certainly can when the spirit
I'm
moves
looking
me.
for I'm looking for some fine gentlemen to be in the choir.
Oh, wonderful. Well,
Excellent.
is there an audition procedure, or do I just
Yes, just start singing right now.
go tell it on the mountain?
I'm
Oh.
sold. You sing with the voice of angels.
Oh,
The
thank
voice
you.
of angels.
Thank you so much, Reverend.
I'm very moved. You speak with the voice of the Lord.
Well, he has truly moved in my heart, and that is spelled with 2 O's.
Elijah, part of what I'm going to need you to do if you're going to be in the choir is, I'm starting a new church here, so I need to collect as much money from the community as possible. And now that I've ordained you as a choir boy, man, I'm going to ask if you could help me to collect as much money from the community as possible so we can build this glorious house to the Lord for the people.
Of course, and we're going to need choir robes and all that
Yes.
kind of thing as well.
That's
of course.
what I'm going to spend the money on is choir robes.
Absolutely. I have no reason to doubt you when you say that at all. I'm sure that's exactly what it's going to go for. So, well, I'll tell you what. Let me take one of these here collection plates, and I'll go right down in front of the saloon, and I'll get some of my brothers in Jesus, and I will see if I can raise some funds to help out with the choir robes and so forth.
Hey, pro tip.
Yeah.
Pro tip. The Lord just whispered to me and thinks you should go to the dentist's office because that's where all the people in town with money are.
Oh, that's a real good idea. I'll go right down
And
there
the
right
saloon.
away.
And if you go to the saloon, get me some whiskey.
Oh, of course, yeah, of course. I mean,
I like to drink too. I'm for the peoples, but I'm a sucker for some whiskey.
well, the Lord did give us the
He did.
He did give us distillation.
He blessed us with the ability to turn corn into alcohol.
Amen, brother. Amen.
Amen.
Thank you, Reverend Potter.
Thank you.
I'm gonna head out right now.
All right, so Deadeye Dick Persimmon and homewrecker Hannah Malone have just rolled into the sleepy little town of Dirty Gulch, which sounds oddly like a hooker's vagina. They're going to amble through the decent part of town, looking for some trouble to stir up when Deadeye Dick comes across a face he recognizes. Well, all right then, Hannah.
Oh Lord.
This town here, it looks mighty ripe for the pickings.
It sure does, Dick.
I just need to get my 2 guns out and just raise tarnation.
Your short pistols.
Well, wait a second. Who's that guy in front of the dentist's office over there?
I don't know. He looks a little familiar to me.
I recognize that cockeyed glance anywhere.
Oh, yep, that one-eyed. Mm-hmm.
Because I have a cockeyed glance too. He's my cousin.
Oh no.
This is disgraceful. He's wearing one of those big sandwich boards for Jesus.
Jesus loves me.
He looks like he's mighty impressionable.
For the Bible tells me so.
Elijah, come over here. What are you?
Well, as I live and breathe, if it ain't Dick.
My mother called me Richard. You're Annie. I don't even remember.
Oh Lord, it's all the same
So
person.
what you got here? You got like two nickels in here.
Well, I'm just raising money for Reverend Potter's new church of all the people.
Reverend Potter, what kind
He's
of name
named
is
me the
that?
choir leader, and he's put me in charge of the choir robe fund.
Elijah, what kind of cockamamie are you talking about right now?
I will ask you to watch your tongue. I am a man of God.
Boy,
Man.
you should watch how you talk to him.
Yeah, I don't know if you've seen my partner here.
Hello, miss.
Hi, darling.
And I see you're not wearing a petticoat. I don't approve of that.
You being a man of God and all.
That's right.
All right, so Elijah, how did this happen to you? When did you suddenly get all religious on me?
Well,
He went soft.
yes, ma'am.
Yellow.
Well, I wouldn't go that far. Well, right after, you remember the old days when I used to run with you and your boys?
Yeah, when we used to knock over stagecoaches.
Right.
Yeah.
And you remember that one time that we thought we had gathered all the guns from all the people in the stagecoach, and then that one guy had that goddamn hand cannon, pardon my French, excuse me, Jesus, and opened fire on us, and the bullets missed me and went into the walls of the stagecoach. And that was the hand of God coming down to protect me, and I knew it. And so I quit that life, and I went to follow Jesus.
The hand of God or the hand of whiskey? That man was dead drunk, Elijah. What are you doing?
Well, as I mentioned to the Reverend earlier, God did give us the gift of distillation.
Well, Elijah, you gotta listen to me. You gotta leave this preacher man. He's just using you. You gotta come run with the gang. Come run with family again. Now I could use another man with a gun, and I know you're pretty good with one.
Well, I was, Dick. I was good with a gun.
Please, Richard.
Well, I was, Richard. Deadeye Richard.
Richard.
I was good with a gun, but those days are behind me. I am a man of God now. I am the choir leader of the new Church of All Peoples. Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. Praise Jesus. Thank you, brother.
Wait a second, Elijah.
Knock it off.
You're a member of the Church of for All Peoples?
That's correct.
Oh.
Elijah.
Oh, hello,
Elijah.
Reverend. Yes, Reverend.
I was looking for you. Who's your handsome friend?
Oh, I don't know her name. This is my ugly
He
cousin,
said
Deadeye Richard.
handsome.
Oh, ma'am, you're mighty handsome too. But who's your other handsome friend?
Oh, this is my cousin, Deadeye Richard.
Deadeye Richard. That name rings a bell. I seem to remember a heist back in the day. It couldn't possibly be that Deadeye Richard.
God damn you.
Oh no. Oh no.
Okay,
It's a completely different man. It's a very, very common nickname.
it's the Old West. Deadeye Richards are like they're like John.
Deadeye just means you're a good shot. Everybody's a deadeye
Exactly.
around here.
Exactly. Have you considered joining the Church of the Peoples?
No.
Hannah, I think we should get out of here.
Yeah, darling, I think it's time to go. It was nice to meet your cousin. What was your name again?
My name is Elijah Persimmon.
Oh yeah.
Elijah, you think about what I told you about. Think about it. I gotta go.
All right,
Elijah,
Richard.
I gotta go.
Elijah.
Yes,
Elijah,
Reverend.
tell me how you know that man.
He is my cousin.
That must be special. You guys must have had many brilliant adventures together.
Well, we have had a few adventures. I don't know if I would classify them as brilliant. I think I would say they were mostly sinful.
I would sure like to hear or see one of your adventures that you had with your brother back in your wild days.
Well, perhaps
Your cousin. I'm sorry.
perhaps at the church potluck, I can tell you a story about a time.
You know what? The church potluck is next week. That reminds me, I have to go get ready.
All right, Reverend.
Okay.
Homewrecker Hannah Malone. Shuffling on into Dirty Gulch. Decides to take herself and her comrade here, Deadeye Dick, to a saloon to sort of scope out the new prospects of this here town. Bartender,
Yes, ma'am.
whiskey, double.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you,
Hey,
sir.
Hannah, I'm gonna go use the pisser.
Nothing for him.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you, sir.
It's a shame that a man would leave such a pretty girl alone at a bar. Who would do that to such a beautiful woman?
Who,
I'm sorry,
sir,
man.
are you?
I'm a son of the land. I'm a son of the farm. I'm a son of the sun. I'm Old Man Jenkins. I know it's a cliche name for a farm man out in Dirty Gulch, but I just had to tell you, if I was your man, I would never leave you alone in a bar like this. You're just too beautiful.
Well, it's a good thing you ain't my man then.
Old Man Jenkins. I know the old man part is, it's not very attractive.
Means you earned it.
I did earn a lot of days in the sun. I'm actually, since this is the
You
Old
look a
West,
little
I'm actually
weathered.
only like 38.
Oh, honey, you're almost dead.
Yes, I am almost dead, and that's kind of why, that's why I came up and talked to you, because I got nothing to lose at this point. I was just thinking that maybe you and me could, I don't know, ride off into the sunset and, I don't know, pet my horse or something.
Well, darling, I already
You
got
like
a
horses?
horse.
You like horses, right?
It's kind of necessary.
That's, we'd be screwed if we didn't get along with horses out here in the Old West.
Unless you's planning to ride a cow, then no. All right, darling, I'm going to give it to you straight.
No.
Bartender, another whiskey if you're going to sit here and gawk.
Yes,
Make
ma'am.
that two. Make that two.
None for him. He's fine.
You want me to put it on your tab, Rufus?
It's Jenkins. Old
Rufus
Man
Jenkins is apparently his name, unless
How do
I'm
you know my
mistaken.
first name?
Because the bartender...
I'm hiding out.
Rufus, you've been drinking in here for every day for the last 16 months. Coming in.
You've been drinking in here for every day for the... Shut up.
Well, that's true.
I'm talking to the lady.
I think he
ma'am,
was just leaving.
Is this gentleman bothering you?
Oh, no, not at all. He'll be gone in a moment.
All right, here's another double
My
whiskey.
God, you mean dead?
If you keep talking to me, you very well might be.
All right, well, I gotta go.
I thought so.
I can understand when I'm not wanted anymore. I'm just Old Man Jenkins.
Hobble
Nobody
off
loves
now.
me. Oh, you're being very direct. I appreciate that. Just breaking my heart further. That's fine. I'll just slowly.
Bye now. This is taking forever.
Well,
Let me get up from my seat. I haven't even gotten up yet. Let me just try to stand up here now.
He is 38, ma'am. You'll have to give him a moment.
I don't think we all have that much time.
Have you seen my glasses? I can't find my glasses.
No.
That sounded like my glasses breaking.
Nothing.
Did you just smash my glasses on purpose to keep me around because you like me that much? Because I like you. You're pretty.
Excuse me, ma'am, if I may interject, but I think, and this might be the booze talking, that I'd like to feel one of your boobies. I was just over there playing poker with some of my poker buddies, and they all bet that I wouldn't come over here and I wouldn't get a feelsies.
I'll do you one better, darling. You can feel the butt of my pistol upside your head if you don't walk off right now.
Ooh, that sounds hot.
I'm reading you loud and clear, ma'am. But my buddies over there, they think I'm a homosexual.
You look like it, friend.
He's a homosexual!
Hey, Curtis, you touch your titty yet? I'm working on it, fellas.
He's failing.
Hold your horses.
Did you wish she was a man?
She's pretty.
Well, thank you.
Now, ma'am, it would do me a kindness if I could just get a squeeze so they think I'm a heterosexual, and I can go back to prospecting.
Son, be honest. Is this the first titty you've squeezed?
Well, I would say so. I think we don't get a lot of women up in the Gold Hills.
All right, darling. All right, darling. You can have a feel. And upon him reaching out to grab her breasts, homewrecker Hannah whips that pistol right out of her holster and smacks him upside the head with it hard.
Oh!
Oh, that was hot.
And upon hearing old man Jenkins say that, whips him in the head as well.
Ow.
I told you Curtis was a queer.
And then she takes her shot glass of whiskey and tosses it at the motherfucker who just laughed.
Oh, goddamn, what a bitch.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Did you not just see the display I put on here?
I did, and that is what summoned my presence.
Ain't nobody summoning you, darling.
They call me Horse Post Johnson.
That is a damn shame. That is nothing you should be telling people.
Here's your prune juice and gin, horse post.
Thank you very much. M'lady, I would like to make a confession to you right now.
Do I look like a preacher?
Pardon my brazenness. I'd like to breed you.
Do I look like a mare?
I would like to put 14 different Johnsons up in you.
Oh, your name's Johnson too. I see why this town's so fucked up.
My name is Horse
Horse
Post
Post Johnson?
Johnson.
Sounds like it.
Do you know why
Well-
they call me Horse Post?
She turns to the man she just pistol whipped, old man Jenkins, and asks, "This one of yours?"
While this is happening, the town coroner, the town mortuary is coming in and measuring old man Jenkins for a casket.
A little pine box. How appropriate.
So can we get to fucking or what?
She just stares at him a while and then pistol whips him in the head too.
Ow. I will take your no as a no, because I have been taught to respect women's wishes. But really, if you would like...
Your mama should be ashamed.
No! Lady, you have given me 3 concussions.
Okay, we cut to a carpenter teaching his son how to make old pine boxes.
Do I hold this right here, Daddy?
Well, son, someday, you're going to have to take over this business. And people are dying a lot in this town, and we're going to need to make a lot of coffins. We got a lady just pistol whipping people down at the bar left and right.
Oh,
And
boy.
some of them are old. Some of them are 38.
Oh, God. So they were
Yeah,
going to
so-
die anyway.
Yeah, I'm going to need you to make some boxes for me, some pine boxes to bury these assholes in.
Yes, sir, Papa. I'll get to work right away.
Okay. How's your studies going?
Well, I got my counting up to 7, and I got...
I told you that was worthless.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Focus on carpentry. Pine boxes. There's a future here.
Yes, sir.
People are killing each other in this country, left and right, and it's only going to get worse. Trust me.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Have you heard they brought blacks over here?
Oh, dear. That's gonna be a
get
problem.
worse. Yeah, it's going to be a huge problem. I'm sorry.
Ronald Lemons Reynolds is going to be working in the ranch, the goat ranch, when the lovely Hannah Malone comes in and starts looking for a job. And this is going to go smoothly.
All right now, Lemons, you take that herd of goats down to the
Sure.
south pasture.
Yeah, sure, anything you want, Mr. Stevenson.
All right, I'm going back up to the house to fuck my wife.
You have a good time.
Always do.
Oh. All right, goats. You ready to move? You guys are my best friends. I know.
That's a real sow best friend to have.
Well, wait, excuse me, miss?
How you
Who are
doing?
I don't know. You're not supposed to be in here.
Why not? It's just a goat farm.
Yeah, but the goats, they get itchy around new people. Yeah, no, it's okay.
You there. You're fine, baby. Oh,
It's okay, Billy.
Oh, Billy the goat. That's a perfect name for him. Look at how
Yeah,
sweet
they're
this
all
one is.
Billy. Yeah, I know.
You're real creative, ain't you?
Well, I don't know what other names to give the goats. I heard Billy once on over the radio, Billy the goat, and I thought, hell, that's a great name. I know Billy.
Oh, Billy, it's okay. Oh, look how sweet he is.
They all have various amounts of L's.
Like Billy with 1 L, Billy with 2 L's, Billy with 3 L's, Billy with 4 L's.
Exactly.
Oh, I knew. Oh, see, you are clever.
Stop.
Look at you.
Stop.
Well, do you need any help with these little fellas?
Well, they've been awful naughty lately.
Oh, yeah? I bet we could whip them into shape, you and I.
Oh, you looking for a job, miss?
Oh, absolutely. I just love these little buggers. Look at them.
I'm sorry, miss, but you're awful beautiful. I don't see how you could possibly need a job around here at the ranch for. I bet you could get a job as, hell, anything you want.
Oh,
You look like you'd be a good,
well, ain't you sweet?
maybe like a professor.
Well, son, I ain't none too educated here. All I know is cows and horses and, most of all, goats.
You know goats?
I know lots about goats.
What's your favorite fun fact about goats?
Well, if we's talking about them, they're fainting goats. You know, back in the day when they used to have herds of sheep, they used to put a fainting goat in that herd of sheep, so that way if there was a wolf that would come around, that goat would faint, and the wolf would get the goat, and all the sheep would get away.
That's my favorite fun fact, too.
I just want to protect all them little goats. I don't want them to get eaten by no big bad wolves. It's okay, little Billy. I'm assuming he's the 12th one.
You got a good eye.
I know.
Cut to a conversation between two goats. Hey, Billy, this is Biley. They only gave me 1 L.
I know that you
Biley,
kind of
I
got
know,
ripped
it's
off.
unfortunate. You really got to stop screaming like that. It's giving away our position. The wolves are coming after us instead of the sheep. And it's really bumming me out too. It's really like fucking like ah, and it's really bumming me out.
I see what you mean. I'll try to keep it down.
Thanks, buddy. Cut back.
So what do you think?
Sometimes I can't sleep at night because I'm afraid wolves are going to get all the billies.
I bet you sleep in the barn with all the billies, don't you?
I try to when Mr. Stevenson lets me.
He doesn't let you sleep in the barn with the goats?
He doesn't like it. He
Why
says I
not?
get too goat-like. Well, sometimes when I wake up, I'll just randomly start screaming.
Ronald.
Please call me Lemons.
Oh. Lemons? You know, it seems like you spend all
Sorry,
your
I
time
didn't catch
out.
your name, ma'am.
Oh, it's...
I don't know how you... Oh, you just read my name tag.
I did. It's okay, little Billy told me.
Billy. You.
He's a little rascal.
He's a chatterbox.
I
that
know,
one.
look at him go.
She's hot! I know.
Hey, shut up over there.
Damn
I'm
it.
trying to sleep. It's Biley.
That's Biley. He
He seems kind of like a stick in the mud.
He's a little lazy. He likes to sleep.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
could tell.
Even though it's 1 in the afternoon, I think.
It's okay, he looks like he's an old goat.
I have to judge by the sun in the sky because we don't have clocks. Or at least I don't know how to read them.
Well, can I ask you a question, Lemons?
Anything.
It seems like you spend all your time out here with all these here goats. So
Sure do.
how'd you get that name?
Lemons?
Yeah.
Oh, hell, that's how they found me. They put me in a basket with a bunch of lemons and left them on old Mr. Stevenson's doorstep.
Oh my, you poor dear. And she takes his hand and starts stroking his hand very, very gently.
Well, man, that feels awful nice.
Well,
And it's okay, I never knew my parents. There are
You
Mr.
poor
and
dear.
Mr. and Mrs. Reynolds out there somewhere.
Mr. Oh, yeah, she does kind of look like a Mr. a little bit.
There's a storm coming in the distance, a thunderstorm slowly coming in the distance in the background.
Uh-oh. Better get all the livestock in quick.
Oh, let me help you out. I can show you how good I am with these little fellers.
Okay.
A wind picks up and blows her skirt into the air. Sexy.
Sex.
I'm sorry, ma'am, but I just saw your vagina.
Well, I knew it was a bad day not to wear underwear. It's okay.
Ma'am, I've never seen a vagina before. But I could say yours is awful nice.
You wouldn't have anything to compare it to, darling.
No, but
Maybe we could fix that. We'll take
first
you into
sign-
town.
The first signs of rain start drizzling down on them. They start to slowly get wet.
look, ma'am, I'm going to need you to hold that thought. We got to go get the livestock.
Oh, let's take them inside. Let's take them inside. But do I have a job? Do you think I could have a job?
If this goes well, I put in a good word for you with Mr. Stevenson.
Thank you, Lemons.
Meanwhile, back at the church, in the middle of the storm, Reverend Alan Potter searches desperately for Elijah. Elijah! Richard! Elijah!
Oh, yes, Reverend?
Get in the church. It's gonna storm.
Fuck, why am I still hanging out with you, Elijah? Jesus.
Well, you're trying to turn me to the dark side. And
Richard, get in.
why don't you come into the church with me and get out of the rain? Come talk to the preacher. Maybe he can change your mind about things.
Christ. All right, then.
Oh, thank you, preacher.
I'm so glad you guys made it in here safe. I'm sorry, I didn't cause this storm, obviously, Jesus did, but
Yes, praise Jesus.
here's the thing I wanted to talk to you about is I understand that you guys were criminals.
Well, at one point I was, and I think my cousin Richard here is still going down that dark path.
I prefer the term pistol entrepreneur.
Well, that's fine. You can play the semantics game all day long, but it doesn't make you any less of a sinner. And I'm normally not a judgmental type of preacher, but I'm a little disturbed because I heard some stories of things happening on the outskirts of town that were maybe unsavory.
Oh, no.
Those men got what they
Involving
deserved.
you. Like I'm directly implicating you two.
Well, yeah, I cut some throats and fucked them. So what?
Oh, Richard.
So I think your attitude towards morality is a little loose, but that's okay. God forgives you, and so do I.
I just
but
want you to
here's-
know, Reverend, when I used to run with these boys, I always drew the line at necrophilia. I never went
didn't-
that far.
Okay, should we go in the confessional booth? Is that what we need to do? Because they're left over from the old Catholic church that used to be here. I know I'm not Catholic, but I
No,
still have this
we
old
hate
confessional
Catholics
booth.
here in America. We don't approve of their kind. We're no papists here.
Amen, Brother Richard.
Yeehaw.
Just saying.
So the reason, I mean, honestly though, I need your help, and I'm trying to subtly work into this with you too, because I know you have a sordid background, and I forgive you. But here's what I need. I started this church because I want to get the fuck out of Dirty Gulch, and I need to get all the money. All the money. It's going to be the biggest swindle heist. I need all the money out of this town, and you guys can come with me. We'll head west to California, and we'll live good lives. And I feel like I can trust you guys to help me out. So I hope I don't have to kill you now, and that you're in on this plan.
Well, what exactly?
Like Godfather 3, which is a movie that hasn't come out yet. But it's sort of like the plot of Godfather 3, which you'll find out about in about 100 years.
So, I guess yeah. Because I'm moderately.
Good. That was easy. You just. Said,
I'm
yeah,
moderately
right
familiar with the plot of this movie that has not come out yet. What service exactly do you provide in terms of this grand heist?
Well, here's the thing. I'll make you rich beyond your wildest dreams, and I'll put in a good word to the Lord for you.
So
Again, what exactly
Amen,
are you doing?
He is offering you salvation for your sins, which he is asking you to commit.
Right. Okay.
And we share the money.
So specifically, Reverend, what sins should I be committing right now in the near future before Godfather 3 comes out?
Do you know? Well, first of all, cocaine's going to be really big before Godfather 3 comes out.
Well, shit, we put that
I
in
mean-
baby formula. What are you talking about?
It shuts those little bastards up. It really does.
Gets it
It's
for
effective,
toothaches.
especially- Yes.
Toothache.
I know where a
Yeah.
bunch of cocaine is, by the way. Could we?
Oh,
EA
really?
Lodge has a bunch of it
That's
at his
what I
office.
was just thinking.
You know what? I
What?
think I saw some goats on cocaine once. They were like screaming like crazy. They were like all like ah! They were
Yeah.
like crazy goats. It was on YouTube, which hasn't been invented yet. It will be though. You'll see it someday. So, I heard Haley has a bag of gold dust we should go get. Wait, not Haley.
You mean my partner Hannah?
Yes, that girl. I heard she has a bag of. Oh, brother.
And immediately Hannah Malone busts up in their little meeting.
Hannah Malone.
Hannah, you were telling me about that poor farmhand that you were trying to swindle that gold dust off of. Mm-hmm. Apparently, this dumb preacher here thinks he knows that you have it already. Are you holding out on me?
Dick. How
He prefers Richard.
I calls him what I wants to call him.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
You are terrifying.
Oh, I know, baby.
I apologize for my nudity, ma'am. I normally just hang out in the church naked, especially during storms.
I think the Lord would be ashamed of you. Ashamed of you.
I think the Lord sees us all for our natural beauty.
Amen, Reverend.
He is as the Lord made him.
Ugly.
Goats don't wear clothes.
No, they don't, and that's why they're beautiful. You don't need to act like a goat. You're a
You
man.
love goats too?
Oh no.
Yes. This is amazing.
Hannah, do you have that bag
the
of gold
ghost-
dust or not?
Dick, I don't have that bag of gold dust.
So why haven't I thought you were gonna fuck that farmhand and get us that bag of gold dust?
That farmhand didn't want to fuck me.
I just got a little erect. I'm sorry.
That's all right.
apologize.
That's all right, Reverend.
Okay.
I did too.
Elijah, go hang your choir robe on that fucking thing.
Is it big enough? Sweet.
Oh, the robe's a little small.
Oh boy.
It's more of a mini skirt robe. I like that. There is. I will give you props on the proper lower buttocks cleavage that is getting revealed by these.
Dick, Elijah, preacher, we need to get down to the matter at hand. Look,
Which is what?
Looks like the preacher's ready to do just that.
Women's lib isn't going to be invented for like 70 years. You should just settle down.
Oh, that's right. I can hit her.
Yes.
she hits him right back. Ow!
With a pistol.
Well, that may have been a bad idea.
It's going to continue to be a bad idea if you act out.
Ma'am, I
Yes,
wish you
ma'am.
would put on a petticoat in the Lord's house. It's fine to view the genitals of the male reverend, but the genitals of a woman are unclean, especially around this week of the month.
She's got a pair of pants on, and apparently he's getting a little uncomfortable with some camel toe action.
Indeed.
Y'all.
The Lord.
So,
I call it a goat toe. It looks more like a goat toe to me.
What's a kale?
It does look cloven, doesn't it?
It's cloven like a goat.
I've never seen a camel in person.
The thunderstorm gets worse. The church starts to shake.
Oh, dear. I fear Jesus is angry with us, Reverend.
Well, of course he is. Look at what we're doing. Of course. I mean, seriously, you didn't see that one coming?
I suppose I did, but
Yes, if you were a believer, you would have saw that one coming a long time ago. Like,
oh, I am so tired of y'all. Look, that little ranch goat hand boy, his boss is the one with all that gold. Now, if I can convince him, if I can seduce him and convince him,
Rancher Stevenson?
yes, Ranger Stevenson.
Oh my God, are you sick?
Well,
I heard you cough. Are you
He's
sick?
got
I have
the
a touch of the
consumption.
consumption.
You have a touch of that's bad. There's no such thing as a touch of the consumption. It just gets worse.
I've been
It
praying
really
to
gets
Jesus.
worse from there.
Well,
Jesus ain't gonna save you now.
And that's
boy.
the only reason. That's the only reason I'm going to go along with you, Reverend, on this plan to commit sin. Because if I can get to California and spread the word of Jesus, I know there's a consumption clinic in Northern California that would help me.
Yorba Linda.
That's correct.
Reverend Richard, Deadeye Richard here again. I just wanted to clarify that your plan was that we will sin and then you will take us away from here.
You have beautiful eyes.
All right, Reverend. I got the one that's dead, and then it's
Hey.
Sorry, that was insensitive of me.
I
You
was
need to
just-
quit talking to my man like that.
That's right.
Well, yes. So here's what we do: we rip off the town.
The whole town.
All of them?
By rip off, I mean we gently take their money,
Okay.
Gently.
and then we get on the nearest stagecoach, and we leave. And we turn Dirty Gulch into maybe Clean Gulch. Maybe we'll start a new town and like rename it. Maybe we'll call it, I don't know, Allen Potterville.
I hate that name.
That has a nice ring to it.
I think
Why?
it's disgusting.
I
Well,
like
I
the
think-
name Toledo myself.
Oh, Toledo.
Oh, baby, Toledo's a great name.
All right, thanks, guys.
Aw.
I really feel validated.
Well, that's settled then. We'll rip off the town and we'll go found Toledo, California.
Toledo, California. Here we come. Ma'am, I'm going to need to put some clothes on before we go. And could you please put your pistol away? I'm afraid you're going to hit me with it.
I'm a little afraid you're gonna do something with that little pecker of yours, son.
She hits the preacher in the head with her pistol, and ba-da-ba-ba-da-ba.
So, Elijah Persimmon, having strayed from the path of Jesus, for the time being, he will be redeemed. The preacher has promised him as such. Is going to go see a shaman that he knows that lives on the outskirts of town to see if he has anything that might help them in their cause. And this is going to go well for him somehow. Excuse me.
Hey, come in.
Excuse me, shaman puts on sweater.
Yes, that is me.
Hi, I don't know if you remember me. It's Elijah Persimmon.
Of course, Elijah, my favorite person in the whole town.
Oh, well, thank you, shaman.
Don't mention it.
All right, I won't mention it again. Listen, I kind of had a favor to ask you. I know that you have had some problems with the white men in town.
Oh, yeah, don't even get me started. You know, the other day, they tried to take all of my land from me and give me one pinto bean.
Well, that seems terrible. That doesn't seem equitable at all.
You know it's not. How am I supposed to live off of one pinto bean?
How are you going to live off of one pinto
You
bean?
can't.
Oh, that's like one of those ancient cones, right? Or whatever you call it.
Cones is correct. You said cones, right?
I think so.
Yes, an ancient cone.
I'm not really paying attention to what's coming out of my mouth. But here's the thing. The new reverend that came into town, I don't know if you saw him or not, but he's come up with a plan.
Oh, I've got a bad feeling about him.
Do you?
Sure. As soon as he came into town, all of my little knickknacks in here started going loopy. There's
Oh,
some bad juju with that one.
It's true, they did.
Oh, hello, Mrs. Shaman.
Sorry, I'll go back upstairs.
Marla, I'm working here.
I know. I just get so bored.
When did I tell you about coming downstairs when I'm working?
I'm sorry, I'll go back upstairs.
You're making all my knickknacks go crazy.
I know. I like it when they go crazy.
On
Oh.
a cot in the basement of the church, the priest shivers while sleeping.
So, well, he's got a plan to get even with the white men from town. And it sounds like a pretty good one to me. And we're going to go to California, and we're going to found the town of Toledo.
California.
Yeah.
Oh, no. You can't go to California.
Why not?
I've got a cousin out there.
Yeah?
He's bad juju.
Well, what part is he in? It's a big area. It's not a state yet because it's just not. But
He's around the town of future San Francisco.
that's a long name for a town, future San Francisco.
So, well, they're still thinking about it.
Is that near Yorba Linda?
Sure.
Because
I have no idea.
I've got to go to Yorba Linda to get my consumption taken care of.
All I've known is the very broad area known as the West.
Well, I've been told
Boy,
that,
is it wild.
I've been told that Yorba Linda is the land of milk and honey, where my consumption will be cured for all time.
Milk and honey.
Which doesn't sound good to me, but apparently it is.
Oh, no, milk and honey is very good for the soul.
Is that right?
Sure.
Well, all right. You know a lot of things about a lot of things, right?
Sure.
I mean, you're the wisest man around here.
Sure.
And you know more words than just sure, right?
Of course.
And so I was wondering if maybe you had like some kind of magical good juju that maybe I could take with us.
I have exactly what you need.
Oh, you do?
Now, you may not know this about me, but before I was a shaman, I was a magician.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I was. And right here, I've got a bag of my tricks.
Oh, a bag of dicks.
No, a bag of tricks.
A bag of tricks. I'm sorry. I
Yes,
misunderstood.
but inside my bag of tricks
Uh-huh.
are dicks.
Ah, are those magical dicks?
Now be careful, because
I
they're
choked
only
on myself
be careful because they're only for kids.
because they're tiny.
The Reverend in his cot in the church sits straight up in a cold sweat and wakes up completely.
So,
Now you be careful with these. You must only open them when you need them the most.
He puts on his robe and gets on the nearest horse.
and how will I know when that is?
You'll know it in your heart.
Okay. All right. I hope there's room in there. Jesus has been in there for a long time, but I'm trying to kind of move him over to the side, and maybe he can have the ventricles, and maybe the aortas I can use for evil and magic dicks.
The Reverend stops. The Reverend stops because he's lost. He goes to look for a map, but he realized maps aren't invented yet.
The shaman pulls out just a bag of dust out of an old skull. He picks it up, blows it into Elijah's face, and goes, Lachamane hey, Lachamane ho, Lachamane whoa.
Now, Shaman, you know I have the consumption, just a touch.
Sure, but I'm sorry about that, but I needed to give you a good luck charm.
Ah, okay. All right, and
Now this scene can go good for you.
oh, wonderful. Now, so I'm going to take this bag of dicks, and you say these will help. These will help me.
They won't hurt.
Well, that's the best I could ask for. Thank you very much, Shaman.
Now, if you
Shaman puts on sweater.
Don't mention it. Now I'm going to go upstairs to my wife Marla, and I'm going to have a good time.
No, you're not.
Marla, you were just down here flirting with me. You
I
got
wasn't
me all.
flirting with you. I was flirting with Jesus boy over there.
Oh, goodness, I better be on my way.
Either way,
Bye now. Come back soon.
All right, Mrs. Shaman.
They
The
always
Reverend
come
falls
back.
asleep. The Reverend falls asleep underneath a tree because it's too dark out to proceed any further.
Damn. All right, here we are. So, Deadeye Dick and Homewrecker Hannah sit down at the bar. Dick has exactly 1.5 shots of whiskey and gets a little too confessional.
That's your last half shot of whiskey. I gotta cut you off.
Oh, bartender, I bet you could give him one more.
Oh, I have a feeling this is going to go bad for me.
Come on, bartender, one more for him.
No.
All right, one more for the road. Then you kids, got to get out of here.
Oh, I gotta get out of here.
Fuck.
work.
Well, you can stay. 'cause you're
Hannah
not.
takes a few coins and flips them on the table. I bet you I could stay.
I reckon you can.
Aw, thank you, darling. Go on, go fetch that whiskey now.
Okay, yeah, show him
got
your.
it.
She
show
shoos
him
the
your
bartender
tits. That
off.
usually works.
Dick,
Yeah,
what is
Hannah.
wrong with you tonight?
Oh no, I feel like my life is so unsatisfying. All this stagecoach robbing and neck fucking. It's just. It feels hollow. Feels empty. Feels not like who I am.
Are you trying to get away from your lot in life, darling?
I am. Oh Christ, I am.
Dick, what do you want in this life?
I only want two things in this life, darling.
Tell me.
I want you, and I
no.
want to be a bedazzled stage illusionist. I want to work with tigers. I want to wear sequins. I want to do illusions on stage for people.
Baby, I don't think we could get you a tiger.
Well, we just go to, I don't know, where
I
are
could
they
get-
at?
I could get you a
Iowa?
couple pigeons.
They got tigers in Iowa?
They don't have, baby, there ain't no such thing as Iowa.
Darling, Darling, the preacher told me about a state that's gonna be called Iowa. and
Baby,
he
the
says-
preacher is crazy. You don't listen to him.
I'm sorry, darling. I just don't know. The thing is every time I stick up a bank, I'm just like, oh, this again. Same as every other day.
Are you bored with me?
Oh, no. Oh, no, darling. I'm just bored with the job, you know?
Baby, if you're bored with the job, you're bored with me.
How you gonna play me like that, woman? See, so you're saying right now that my dick is not good enough for you? You're just saying that, like, it's all about the thrill of the bank robbery and stuff?
That's the only thing that gets me off, darling. Now, if I
Shoot, what if I was a
if I'm
bank
gonna
robbing
have-
magician?
that I could do.
So if I like did like card tricks to get us past the guard or something?
But, baby, I don't think your card tricks are good enough.
What? I mean, have you
Your
seen?
regular old tricks ain't good enough. What makes you think you're good at card tricks?
I mean, have you seen my latest one though?
All right, show it to me. Show it to me.
All right, great. Here
I'll
we
give
go.
you the benefit of the doubt, honey.
Look, that bottle of whiskey was just right over here, like 2 feet away. I've been hearing this whole conversation.
Sir, I need you to pick a card.
I don't like your devil magic. But
Pick a
okay.
card, bartender, and she whips out her pistol and lays it on the.
Sir, pick
Don't
a
hit me again. Don't hit me again. I'll pick a card. I'll
pick a card, any card.
Okay,
That's a
I
good
picked
boy.
a card.
Thanks.
I got
okay,
it.
could you show it to the lady, but don't show me or tell me what it is?
That sounds complicated, but okay. Okay. There you go. You got it?
All right, I'm gonna slip it back into the deck and I'm gonna shuffle. Prepare to be amazed by this world of illusion.
Or
Sir,
Okay, but you gotta
disappointed.
go. You gotta get out of
No,
the bar.
sir,
after
wait,
this.
no.
You're cut off.
Shh,
You are
shh.
way too.
Bartender, let him finish the
Alright,
trick.
So I'm gonna set this deck of cards here on the bar. Barkeep, may I obtain that bottle of whiskey right here?
Yes.
Just for a second.
go.
Thank you. All right, I'm gonna douse this here, the whiskey on the cards, and I'm
Whoa.
gonna use this ladder from the future to oh yeah, and there they burn.
What kind of devil magic is that?
Not again.
And then I'm gonna say the magic words, zim zalabim alakazam. And sir, was this your card?
No, and this is gonna end very badly for you. You set my bar on fire. You wasted my last bottle of whiskey. And I know some really tough guys in Dirty Gulch.
Okay, wait. Just,
Hannah Malone. No. Hannah Malone takes her skirt. She takes the bustle off of her skirt, smacks it on the bar, puts out the fire, takes it off, takes that bottle of whiskey that you just put in front of her and downs it.
Sir, was this
looked
your
you
card?
right in the eye and said, "That was your motherfucking card, wasn't it, darling?"
Was this one? This one right here? Was this your card?
Yes, ma'am.
I thought so.
Okay, great.
Is this your card?
See, darling, I can be a magician.
There's
Now,
nothing on this card.
Well, shit.
I'm sorry, but you guys all. I'm sorry, but you folks. I don't normally do this, but you folks need to get some Jesus in you.
Have you seen me do a trick with the rings?
Barkeep, why don't you go get another bottle of whiskey now?
Oh, I seen him do that one. They look solid, but then he puts them together. It's pretty good.
Who is you?
Oh, they just call me Clee.
Oh, Clee.
See, Clee, have you seen me saw Clee in half yet?
I'm not doing that again. I'm out of here. Bye.
Bye. Well, darling, I don't know what possessed you to want to do these card tricks and silly parlor schemes.
Well,
But would it make you happy?
I guess I just caught me the show business bug.
Look, I'm a tough broad, but I love you. I love you so much.
I love you
Even
too,
though
darling.
you are a little pansy ass. Sorry excuse for an outlaw.
I know.
I'm Doc Holliday and you're my sidekick.
And I'm real good with illusions.
What if I got you a pigeon? Maybe could you do some card tricks with a pigeon, baby?
I'd rather a dove, but a pigeon will do.
Okay, well if I could catch you a dove, will you just leave all this behind?
Yeah, we could go on the road together. You hijacking stagecoaches and me doing coin tricks. And up close street magic.
You know, baby, if I can get this heavy bag of gold dust off of this here goat ranch hand, then I will buy you as many doves as I can.
Well, maybe I can make it disappear in my magic hat.
Baby.
Do you think he'd do that?
No,
we could do a
baby.
gold dust magic trick?
No, darling, just leave it all to me.
Okay.
And at that, Hannah Malone gets up and struts her fine ass out of the bar.
Hey, you, what's that behind your ear? Oh, is it a quarter?
That quarter belongs to me. You stole that off the bar. I saw it. I saw you do it clearly.
Oh, what's that behind your ear, barkeep? Oh, is that a bar nut?
Yeah, I haven't showered in days. I'm poor.
That boy's pretty good.
So, the lovely Miss Homewrecker Hannah Malone.
Dumb name.
I hate you. I hate you so much.
All right, what are you doing?
All right, so Hannah Malone's gonna go and find Lemons, the range hand, to see if she can.
It's a dumb name too.
She's gonna go find Lemons, the range hand, to see if she can convince him to sneak into Mr. Stevenson's house and try to get this heavy bag of gold dust. Hey, Lemons,
There you are, Hannah.
what do you mean what?
I gotta have some words with you.
Okay, we could have words. What's going on, darling?
Me and Bailey were talking.
Oh, Biley, he's
He's
the ornery one, ain't
He's
he?
the lazy one. yeah.
No, he's just
But
ornery. He's good. He's a good boy.
He and I were talking. Yeah. And he was saying that him and the other goats
Okay.
don't really like the way you've been handling them. You've been pistol whipping them. Yeah, just being a... Yeah. And now what they need is a silk touch.
Lemons,
I'm awful cross with you right now, Hannah.
I'm sorry. And she puts a hand on his shoulder and kind of caresses his shoulder in a consoling way.
He's got a very injured shoulder. It hurt.
Ah, Jesus,
Oh,
Hannah.
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to.
That's my bad shoulder.
Darling. Which one's your good shoulder?
Well, the left one, but
Hannah begins to stroke the left one.
oh,
I'm so sorry. I didn't mean to. What's wrong with your shoulder, baby? Can I help?
oh, nothing. I heard it in the goat herding accident.
She rips off a piece of her skirt and makeshifts a little sling for him. That's it! Does that feel better, darling?
Well, it sure does. Not having all that weight in my arm
Okay, so
slinging down there.
do you feel like that was a silken touch?
It sure was. Now, if only you could act that way around the goats.
I bet you could teach me.
Well, I suppose I could, but I'm going to have to dock your pay for teaching.
It's okay. I'll take whatever pay you give me. But can I ask you a question?
Well, I gotta warn you, I'm not too educated, so I don't know if I'm gonna be able to answer it correctly.
I bet it's a pretty simple question.
Okay. It's gotta be real simple, though.
Lemons, have you ever been in a Mr. Stevenson's house?
Oh, Mr. Stevenson's?
Yeah, Mr. Stevenson's house.
Sure, once or twice.
You ever seen a real heavy bag lying around?
Oh, you mean his bag of gold dust?
I sure do. How'd you know?
Oh, that's the only bag he's got in there. Keeps it on his mantle,
He keeps it on his mantle.
right above his shotgun,
It sounds like a pretty...
and next to the severed heads of people who've tried to take it.
Lemons, I think we should take that bag of gold dust.
I don't want to end up on his mantle.
No, you won't, baby. You won't end up on that mantle. I'll keep the lookout and I'll go steal that gun. And you steal that bag of gold. And then you and me together can take all the Bileys and the Billies and we could just run off together. We could have our own little goat ranch.
Man, that sounds awful nice, but you know, the goats love it here. I don't know if I could take them from their home. I'd have to take it up with the goats.
You gotta take a little time. A
gonna
little
have to
time
take a
to think things over. I
think
know
things
it's a
over.
tough decision.
Let me sleep on it. Talk to the goats. Think about it. But in the meantime,
But what if we need it when we're older? We could sure use that bag of gold, baby.
it'd be nice. I could buy some more goats. Be able to.
I would buy you a Billy with 24 L's.
Holy smokes! That is so many L's. I can't.
Baby, I'd give you all the L's in the world.
I can't count past 7. That's all we learned in my
I could
education
teach you how
class.
to count past 7.
You could. I could
I
teach
could
you.
teach-
I could teach you how to be nice with goats.
You could teach me that silken touch. I just want to know what love is. I want to know how to love these goats like you love these goats. I'm trying so hard deep down in my soul.
Well, there's not very few people who can love goats like I love goats. Oh, all right. But in order for this to end badly for you, you
No,
I'm
baby.
rooting for her now.
you gotta sleep with the goats. You gotta.
Like you sleep with the goats.
Not like I sleep with the goats. I sleep with the goats in a special way. You gotta sleep with the goats in an intimate way. By stroking them kindly, yes.
Yeah!
And maybe cuddling.
I could cuddle a goat.
You sure?
No, but I could try.
Ain't no cuddlers like a goat. You're gonna get cuddled so hard. So stronger people than you had tried. Stronger people than you had failed.
You don't know what kind of woman I am.
Ma'am, I've seen your vagina twice now. If that's what you're mining.
In all my years, I ain't never had to sleep with a goat.
From over the hill, a single goat appears, coming up down the hill, walking slowly,
It's slow motion.
looking in slow motion.
Oh my God, that's Billy spelled normally.
That is the Billy.
That is the Billy.
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 She slowly walks up to Billy the goat.
He turns away shyly as if he doesn't recognize her, and then turns back.
She takes his sweet little face in her hands.
He licks his lips slowly.
I've never seen Billy take anybody like this.
She gives him a very gentle peck on the nose.
He quickly takes 2 steps back as if he's afraid.
As he should be.
He starts to try to get behind her.
She pistol whips him.
Ma'am, I'm sorry, but Billy took you as his mate. You gotta be his until he dies.
Billy is slowly breathing on the ground from the pistol whip on the head. He's
Oh, Billy,
trying to
you
catch
got, Madam, you gotta teach these goats. Oh, Billy, it's gonna be okay. It's gonna be okay, Billy. Billy, look at me.
As Lemons caresses Billy and tries to coax him back into consciousness, Hannah turns away and walks off, unknowing of what to do next.
It's okay, Billy.
Kill that bitch for me. Avenge me.
Okay, Billy. Anything you say, Billy.
Thank you. I can't believe I'm still talking. I should be dead by now.
And there's a lot of blood gushing out of your
I
forehead.
know, it's really...
I didn't know goats had this much blood.
Well, we have a lot.
That's my new favorite fun fact about goats.
That's the button. There's the button right there.
Oh, damn you all.
Okay, so Lemons is resolving here. The situation given to him is he's going to go into town. Probably going to go to the general store where he'll run into the Reverend. And I think some sparks are going to fly. And this is going to go just great for Ronald.
I'll take a box of cinnamon, please.
Ching. Ching, 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 ching. Lemons enters the store.
Thank you. Oh, hello.
Oh, hi there. Oh,
I'm sorry. Go ahead.
Oh, I noticed the thing around your neck. Are you the new Reverend?
I am the new Reverend of the Church of the Peoples.
Wow. I grew up Methodist, so I don't know much about anything else.
Everyone in this town was a Methodist. I feel bad for you.
Yeah, pretty much sucked. The old Reverend did some bad things.
He was my uncle, I know. He did
Oh,
terrible
no way.
things. Yes. I apologize for my disheveled appearance. I spent the night in the forest.
Well, why? That's okay.
My horse broke down.
Your horse.
My horse broke down.
I spent the night in a barn with a bunch of goats, so I understand.
That sounds wonderful.
Pardon the shit stank.
Well, it's all part of God's plan.
I guess it is.
I think you smell beautiful. I'm sorry, that was too forward. I just came here to get some cinnamon.
No, it's nice to get a compliment from a stranger.
Well, We're no stranger to the Lord. Uncomfortable laughter for 5 minutes.
Yeah.
So how long have you lived in Dirty Gulch? Because I just moved here. I don't know anybody really except for this young, beautiful choir man named Elijah.
Well, when I was young, I don't know how young, because I can't count really. My
That's a shame.
parents left me in a basket of lemons on the old Rancher Stevenson's ranch house.
Wow.
Yeah. So he
That's
raised
special.
me.
That's special.
Yeah.
That's like Moses, but with lemons.
It kind of is, from what I hear about Moses.
So they call you Lemons?
That's my name.
I bet you're sweeter than lemons. Oh, I'm sorry again. Too much.
Oh,
too
it's
much.
nice to get a compliment from.
Well, just man to man. Just want to keep your ego up. You know what I'm saying.
I understand. I've never seen genitals before today, and today I've seen 2 vaginas on the same woman. Gotta say,
On the same person? Did one person have 2 vaginas, or were they 2 separate vaginas?
it's the same vagina on 2 separate occasions.
Oh, what? Oh, I see. So you really only saw one vagina just twice.
Yeah.
I'm
Well,
trying to do the math.
still, it's a lot.
I know you're not good at math.
It's a lot to take in.
Okay.
Holy smokes! Yeah, I gotta say that I don't really like them much. They're kind of ugly.
I don't care for vaginas really either. They look like hatchet wounds.
Yeah, like somebody may have
Have you
took
ever
a
seen
knife
a
to.
hatchet? Have you ever seen a hatchet wound?
Once when I was young, I accidentally hit old Rancher Stevenson right in the arm.
On accident.
Well,
Or on
he was being pretty cross.
See, I knew it. I knew you had a secret. You have a secret.
Oh, you're not going to tell him, are you? Because he still thinks it's an accident.
Well, that depends.
Depends on what, stranger?
Are you gonna join my church?
Well, I feel like I've been needing Jesus lately. I've been seeing too many genitals. I just lost my best goat. Also, he told me some stuff that goes against some of my morals, but I'd do anything he says.
What did he say?
I don't know if I should tell you here in the general store. Can we go back to your church?
Yeah, and they go back to the church. It's quiet. It is and for some reason, there's a pipe organ playing, even though nobody is there playing it. Welcome to my Church of the Peoples.
That's a beautiful song playing.
It's
Thank
just
you.
me, the Holy Ghost.
Oh, wow. This is a holy place.
Yes,
Consecrated
it's certainly very
grounds.
special. I have a cot in the basement. I don't know if you want to maybe go down there and
Yeah, I'm
check
getting
it out.
tired of walking. I'd love to take a sit.
Yeah. Oh, a shit.
A sit.
Oh, a sit. I thought you said you had to take a shit.
Yeah,
'cause
no, I got to take a sit because I'm.
We do have plumbing, even though it won't be invented for another 50 years.
What was that?
Sorry.
So.
I like this song.
Oh, thank you. This is one of my favorites. I know it sounds kind of evil, but it just, puts me in the mood to sleep. If you just want to sleep, take a sit. Let's go down to my cot. They go down to the basement cot. So, what's your favorite color?
Well, sir, I'm quite partial to yellow because of my name.
Lemons are yellow. I just put that together.
Oh, yeah.
That makes so much sense.
Yeah,
I'm partial to purple because it's the color of Jesus.
I didn't know he had a color.
Yes,
I always
he does.
thought
He
of
looks
him as a
great in
white.
purple.
Okay.
Well, he was white. Let's all just admit that right now. Let's just not even beat around the bush. The burning bush, right? 5 minutes later.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, oh my gosh, the candle just went out. It just got so dark in here.
Oh, goodness. It's pretty
Oh, my
cold down
gosh.
here.
It is kind of cold. Do you need to snuggle?
I would like to snuggle.
Really? That was easy, because I thought it was going to be harder than that.
Oh, no, I'm used to cuddling. You know, I got 11 goats.
I'm so sorry about Billy. That is the worst tragedy. I heard. I prayed for him so hard in his last moments. That bitch Hannah just struck him on the head. I heard. Terrible story.
Yeah, okay. The birds were watching, and they went and tweeted it.
You don't mind that my hand is on your penis right now, do you?
You know, it feels really nice.
God, just shut up. Shut up. Shut up.
I don't have anything more to say.
Just gold dust. Must have gold dust.
Gold dust? Man, you're the second person that wanted gold dust from old
Did I
Nancy's
say that
teeth.
out loud? Did I say that? I was in the moment. I was in the passion of the moment. Did I say that out loud? I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Maybe I was just listening to it.
I'm sorry. The preacher runs out of the church as fast as he can and goes back to the woods looking for the gold dust, leaving Lemons naked and cold and shivering in the cloister in the cot.
His erection slowly folds over.
The preacher runs back and he says, "Lemon."
There you are, and his penis pops back up.
Look, I just want you to know that I'm getting a stagecoach together to go to California. We're going to found a town called Toledo, California. And you will be my queen, and I shall be the king.
Well, you know, I'll get the the gold dust for you, sir, but I gotta say, I think this might be a one-time thing.
I tell you what, we'll never speak of this again. Slowly, the preacher's head starts to just go down as we dissolve into, oh, God. I don't know. What do you think? How does it end well for you?
We fade into the hottest sex, and Lemons loses his virginity, also losing his mind in the greatest sex he's ever had and ever will have.
The preacher in the back of his mind is thinking about his wife that died of consumption at 21.
Oh, she had a good run.
All right, we go now to two teenage hoodlums breaking into the dentist's office to steal the cocaine. I told my mom I'd be back by 9. We got to make this quick.
Okay, well, from what I understand, Dr. Lodge keeps it in the little drawer next to his chair.
Okay, I have the key.
All right.
All right, here we go. Shh, quiet.
Well, shit, boys, what y'all doing up in
Oh,
here?
no, oh my God.
Who are you?
Oh, hi, darling.
Oh, who are you?
Well, we're the fearsomest troop of magicians / outlaws in the Old West.
We're just outlaws.
Oh, no, magician / outlaws.
We're just outlaws.
Well, I'm an illusionist, but she
He's
is
not
a
an illusionist.
full-born outlaw. Well,
Excuse
I
me,
dabble
sir?
in illusions, but
What's
she is a full-bore outlaw.
What is the difference between an illusionist and a magician, sir?
Shut the fuck up, child.
That's
Yes,
right. We
ma'am.
do have pistols here. I can do tricks with mine if you'd like, if you prefer.
I like tricks.
I would like that, yes.
What are you trying to do here, boys?
Yeah, I was curious about what you all doing here in EA
have a
Lodge
toothache.
dentist's office.
What was that little one?
I have a toothache.
Yeah, he has a toothache.
Hannah, why don't you fix his toothache in that
let me-
old-fashioned style?
Let me look at that tooth. And Hannah grabs a pair of pliers off of the table.
I thought you were just gonna hit him with
Look,
the butt of your
no,
pistol.
no.
All right,
Hannah
darling.
goes, oh,
Here, let me hold him down for you.
Oh, open your mouth, little one.
Here, let me get that.
Which one hurts?
I sound like a goat. Ah!
Hearing that he sounds like a goat, Hannah immediately drops a pair of pliers and kind of
Hannah,
tears
baby,
up a little bit.
What's wrong, baby? I can make it disappear.
Just make him disappear, baby. I can't talk about it. And
All right.
runs out of the dentist's office.
I disappeared him, darling.
I love you, baby. Thank you. Oh, God.
Reginald, he shot me in the anus. I always liked the way your thighs looked in your short pants.
Directly in the anus? He must be a good shot.
He's a real good shot.
That's why they call me Deadeye, you dumb fucks.
It's a small
Deadeye
town.
Richard. Deadeye Richard Persimmons. Remember my name unto the grave.
Can't come out here.
I'm coming, darling.
I always loved you, Reginald.
Oh, Daniel, you were my brother. You were older than me. Do you still feel the same? As
Yes.
the clouds that won't heal? Your eyes have died.
Oh.
You see more than I. Daniel,
I'm
you're a
gonna.
fucking star.
I feel like I'm traveling tonight on a plane. I don't know
It's
what
like you're a candle blown in the wind.
I don't know what a plane is because they haven't been invented yet.
Not yet.
But I'm gonna travel on one.
1903.
I never knew who to turn to when the rain set in, but you were always there.
Benny! Benny, where are you, baby?
Oh
He's
no.
with the Jets now. He's with the Jets now. They haven't been invented yet, but he's flying with the Jets now. I'm gonna go do this blow. I'm sorry, Daniel. I have to let you go. I'm really fucking jonesing this blow. We're like this close.
Okay.
It's like right fucking there.
Do me a favor before I die.
I'll do some for you too.
Rub some on my gums.
You got it. I'll give you a gummy job all day.
Let's all go to the lobby.
Well, boys and girls, that's the end of Act 1. We hope you're enjoying our little story, and if you are, don't forget to come back Friday to hear Act 2, including the tilt and the aftermath. You can follow this show on Twitter @TiltPodcast or on our Facebook page. You could also send us an email to tiltpod@gmail.com. The Tilt, a Fiasco podcast, is a Dr. Bob Media production. See you Friday.
To get ourselves a treat.